Hi class, I'm Carla Evans and I did my module on HIPAA training. I gave where it was to be held, the notes like the directions and if they needed to bring anything, and to arrive 15 minutes early for registration. And then when I split it up in 2 days, it's a 5-hour training, so I split it up in 2 days, 3 hours one day, 2 hours the next day. I then gave the instructors and a brief, lengthy definition of HIPAA and the law, the federal statute that supports HIPAA. And then I gave who is required to have the HIPAA training, which does include every healthcare provider who provides services, whether salaried or non-salaried or volunteer. I then had the participants have introductions, introducing themselves and their organization and position, and a brief interest in the field of human services. And then I gave the objectives and the topics of discussion. So for day 1, we started with transactions, code sets, and identifiers, and then we got into privacy. The privacy is the most lengthy part of the HIPAA training, so there were several sections. I gave a break in between there, and then we continued on with privacy requirements and notice of privacy practices. And then we came back on day 2 to note the public health, protected health information, which is all the information of the consumers, and the authorization process and guidelines for disclosure of their public health information. And then we gave I gave the HIPAA security rule sector, the consumer rights, and penalties if these things are not followed.